Hello Geminis, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot. Today we are doing an old and new read, the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. The reason we are doing this is because of the lunar and solar eclipses, which have either just happened or soon to about to happen. Soon to about to happen. That's bad English, isn't it? Anyway, yep. So we done a read, all signs overview for the lunar eclipse, which would be the old, and we will be putting a bit of a predictive read on the new, which will be the solar eclipse. You had for your card the Queen of Cups. That's telling us that there's going to be some sort of honest, open, and emotional communication going on with this. Now, this could be the ending of the old cycle where you open up and you're honest to someone, or it could be the beginning of the new cycle, or it could be something in the middle. Okay, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Maybe you're just in the middle of a cycle, so there's the whole beginning and end thing isn't just applying to you. Or perhaps you're working from a different aspect of your birth chart, which means you might have to go back and check out that All Signs Overview and see if anything else resonates with you. Okay, to go with our Queen of Cups, we have a Queen of Pentacles as well, and a King of Wands. Well, it's all going the courts today for you, isn't it? The Queen of Pentacles is talking about being happy in one's situation. Okay, so you're kind of happy where you are at the moment, even if it is the end of the cycle, and probably you're just accepting the fact that it is the end of the cycle. And the King of Wands, I feel the King of Wands is actually an incoming energy of some description. Okay, possibly a new boss, maybe someone who's a bit of an entrepreneur, definitely someone who is very proud about their appearance, maybe even going as far as saying maybe a bit vain. Okay, the way we'll do the energies is that's the old energy. Okay, this is the new energy. The devil, fantastic. Yeah, first time I've seen that out in these reads. And that is going to be the transitional energy, if you will, the void in between the old and the new. Okay, so judgment coming out for the new, no, the old. Well, it is exactly that. It's exactly what it's saying. It is like the end of all cycles, especially when it comes to like universal energy cycles. You reach judgment. It is the penultimate card in the major arcana. And so basically, you're at the end of your old cycle. You're being judged to see if you've actually learnt your lessons. Basically, the examiner is going through your test paper to see if you can get the right results or the right percentage to move on. Now, you'd either move back to doing the same cycle again, or you will move on to doing a new cycle, depending on, well, if you passed it or not. Okay. Normally, you would see a fall or a world, the world being moving on and the fall being going back and starting over again. Okay, so we got Knight of Swords, we got a Chariot coming out, and a Six of Swords coming out for this particular clarify for this. I'm drawn straight away to that Chariot. I'm going to say you're passing. Okay, not all of you. There's probably some of you who are going to have to go and do this cycle again. You might find that this bit resonates with you, but this bit don't. But yeah, it's I'm gonna say it's about being open and honest with your news to people, instead of like maybe bending the truth about things. You're just there. You're just actually saying, well, yeah, I'm. It's the Knight of Swords I'm now talking about. Is I'm just, yeah, it is. That's right. That's happened. Whatever. I'm coming clean. I'm telling the truth, and all that. With the Six of Swords on the other side of the Chariot, it's telling us this is actually putting you into a calmer mindset instead of being so turbulent. Obviously, if you're lying to people, then you have to keep all those threads together. It gets a little bit stressful in your old head. Well, if you're being open and honest, you don't have to worry about keeping the threads together, because, well, there are no threads to keep together. It is the truth. So it's sort of going to a calmer, more level place, and it's also leaving the old baggage behind. You're sort of literally starting off with just what you have. You're not worrying about anything from your past. But as I said, with the Chariot, I feel that this is putting to some sort of new start. This is like winning against the odds. I'm going to say you've scraped through with a pass, okay, and the fact that you're winning against the odds. But I do feel that you are moving forward. Crossing this is the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning. It's sort of, again, sort of confirming the fact that yes, you have passed this particular cycle. So whatever cycle is coming to an end for you, you are moving on to a new cycle, not going back to resitting it. Okay, so let's have a look at the Devil. Let's see what your new cycle is about. I'm going to say your new cycle is actually just breaking free from whatever the old cycle was. Okay, with the Devil, you're sort of kind of waking up, realizing that it's held you back, it's kept you in place, it's stopped you from pursuing what you want or moving forward, and it's just the acceptance of breaking free from it, or getting the strength to break free from it. So there's an Ace of Pentacles, there's a Seven of Cups again, and we got an Eight of Wands. Okay, well, it can't give me the Chariot again because it's already used it once, so it's giving me the Eight of Wands this time. So the Ace of Pentacles, it's this new beginning. Yeah, we had the Ace of Wands over there. It's sort of, it's the passion of the beginning. Okay, it's all new, it's all good, and it's getting your creative juices flowing and things. This is the beginning, so to speak. Yes, you're breaking away. You have actually already broken away with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is normally such a small start. You don't realize when it starts. Okay, it's like every ocean started as one drop of rain, one puddle of water, and it gradually got bigger and bigger. That's what this is. This is the one drop of rain. This is the one little river running into a basin. Okay, so that's like kind of how it starts. But that little river keeps on flowing and flowing and flowing, and gradually makes the basin bigger and bigger and bigger, eventually making a sea, then, or a lake, then a sea, then an ocean. Okay, and I suppose left unchecked, it would eventually make a water world. The Ace of Pentacles ultimately leads to the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles being the pinnacle of practicality, having everything you wanted, having your life all set for you. With the Seven of Cups there, sort of, there is a multiple of options of choices for you to be pursuing. Yeah, maybe this was a controlled marriage or a controlled relationship, and you didn't have the money to do what you wanted to do because the controller kept that away from you, or you didn't have the ability to go out because maybe you were tied down looking after kids all the time or something like that. This new start, you got anything you want to turn your hand to is there. With the Seven of Cups, you've got so many choices. I'm actually going to say there could be a small amount of confusion of where do I turn. And it could be one of the reasons we've got an Ace of Pentacles coming out to start it. You're going to spend a lot of time actually just sort of wandering around in circles trying to choose where to start. But the Eight of Wands is telling us that you do launch into something. It's passionate forward movement. It could be news suddenly out of nowhere, out of the blue, to do with this cycle and to like spur you onto the cycle. Oh, two cards wanted to come out. We'll deal with that one first. The King of Cups is telling us there's going to be a little bit of indecision. You're not going to be sure. That's this Seven of Cups. So as I said, you might be walking around and around in circles trying to work out where you want to start first. And then we've also got the Nine of Wands coming out with that. Now, this is the Wounded Warrior card. It sort of can mean various different aspects of defense. I'm feeling this is you're putting your defenses down, or to accept some of these options, you have to put your defenses down. You have to let something in. When you build a wall around your city, your town, your castle, whatever it may be, your house, yeah, to stop the bad people getting in, well, it also stops the good people getting in as well. Yeah, so it's kind of like that. You're going to have to, I don't know, put a doorway in that wall or drop your defenses somehow to actually allow this new start in. And again, that's bouncing off this King of Cups, which is saying there's a little bit of indecision about doing this. I'm not sure I want to. Okay. So the Seven of Cups is also our transitional energy. And again, it's the same thing. It's the choices. It's the sudden realization here of the choices you have, what you could now do if you want to. Okay, and we'll see what the clarifiers say about it. So we got an 8 of Pentacles, we got work there, we got commitment with the 4 of Wands, and we have got the Empress there coming in with the end. Now the commitment, the 4 of Wands, is basically is that there is celebration involved with it. There's the celebration of life, basically, births, marriages, and deaths. Okay. Or if you, yeah, or meths, yeah, maybe, who knows, but it's the commitment to these things. When you have a child, you're committed to that child. When you get married, you're committed to that spouse. And obviously, right at the end of our journey, we make that final commitment of moving on to whatever's after. Okay, and so it is that. But it could be commitment to work, or it could just be working on yourself to commit. Maybe whatever this cycle beforehand, which is just finished, was for you, because we're all dealing with the same energy. We just dealing with it in different situations. It left you feeling a little bit uncommittal to anything. Yeah, perhaps you wouldn't, within this cycle, never being allowed to commit to what you want. Maybe you were always committing to something or what someone else wanted. I do feel this is something like a controlling relationship you are leaving. Okay, with the Empress down there, that is literally bringing all 4 queens together. Now we've already seen 2 within this read. We had the Queen of Cups. Well, it was in the All Signs overview, but it's for your sign. So we had the Queen of Cups coming out for you, and we also had the Queen of Pentacles coming out in the cut. Now that's 50% of the Empress sitting there, and that's definitely the loving, caring aspect of the Empress and the security side of the Empress. Now the Empress is telling us that there is like a fertility involved in the transition period. Now possibly, maybe you'll get pregnant or make a pregnancy of some description. Now when you talk about pregnancies within the realms of like the universal energies, this could be anything. This could be an idea in your head. Okay, the universe sees it as something in an embryotic state growing. Is a pregnancy. Might not necessarily be a physical child in your belly. Okay, so you could be having ideas which could be linked with these choices you have up there. Maybe you're thinking, I want to start my own business. Maybe I want to become a dog groomer. Okay, maybe I want to start a boarding kennel. I don't know. I'm clearly it's something about dogs, because I don't normally pull dogs out into my reads, but this particular read has. But there's also other elements of the Empress, and you don't know, you feel the Queen of Cups within yourself at the moment, and you feel the Queen of Pentacles within yourself. You're not feeling the Wands or the Swords within yourself. Now that will be when it comes to it, you will make that critical decision. You will cut out what you have to, or move on to what you have to do. Divorce yourself from anything you have to. That would be the Queen of Swords energy, and the Queen of Wands energy will just basically be pulling everything in towards you, making you energetically attractive. Okay, crossing this is the, oh look, and there's our Queen of Pentacles underneath it. Crossing this is the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is saying basically there is an option for you in here to not necessarily go down the path the universe wants you to. The Lover's card is the universe's choice, and if the Empress here is all the queens and the Emperor would be all the kings, you could almost argue the point that the Lover's card, what used to be called the choice, is all the twos from the tarot. Okay, but there is your personal choice. It isn't a hard choice, and it isn't someone new coming into your life choice, and it isn't anything you have to juggle around. It is just literally you're facing a crossroads. Okay, now we kind of know you were facing a crossroads anyway. You got these decisions and choices to make with these Seven of Cups everywhere, but it's saying kind of like the universe saying you got more than one option in front of you. You don't have to take the obvious one. You can take the obscure one if you want, and it's still going to go down a way which is going to be beneficial for you. Okay, so that is the end of your read. If it resonated with you, that is fantastic. If it didn't, don't worry too much. Not everything can resonate with you, unfortunately. Perhaps, as I said at the beginning, maybe you're just like working from a different aspect of your birth chart, or maybe you're in the middle of the cycle. Either way, go and check out, see if anything else registers and resonates with you from the All Signs overview. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and week. Well, hell, why not? Even month and year. Until the next time I catch you on one of my videos, Geminis, you be good out there. Oh, and before you sign off, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much.